Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. Today we've got Christmas in July. So I was on a blog hop yesterday for the Joy of Sets, which is a Facebook group, and it runs a blog hop every month. And yeah, it was Christmas in July. So I'm doing a no stamp card for you today. I'm using the Word Wishes dies because there's a lovely Happy Christmas. There's also Merry Christmas, but I've chosen Happy Christmas. There is Merry, isn't there? Yeah, I believe so. And I'm using the stitched stars die. And so I was testing it out. So this is my prototype. And so we're going to recreate this. So I've done some prepping for it. So the base is a thick whisper white, cut in half, scored in half, and I've embossed it not very well actually, I never checked. I think it needs an extra shim, although most of that's going to be covered up, so I'll probably get away with it. So I've used the Subtles in Bossing folder for this. And I've run it through my big shot. So there we have it. And I have done quite a bit of die cutting. It's all sat to my magnetic plate on my big shot that's just off camera. And now I'm struggling to get it. So yes, so I've done lots of die cutting. So I've used the Happy Christmas. So that's that. And I've cut out these little stars. So there's that star in the die. And I think I've cut out 7 of them to have an odd number. I've cut out this little star in Whisper White, as well as all of these elements. So we've got the biggest of the stitched stars, and we've got all these, oh, I've poked them out, all these sort of decorative ends which I shall stick on the end of each of the points of the stars. And then I've got this star here. There's different sizes, and I cut this one out because it does nest inside that big star quite nicely. I haven't used these stars nearly enough, but I did buy them for Christmas, and I didn't get them last year for Christmas. I waited to see if they were carrying over, and so I got them as soon as I found out that they were carrying over, by which time I'd made most of my Christmas cards. So I didn't actually use them last year, I don't think at all. So that's going in there, and then we have these little decorative bits which fit lovely in that bit of the star, so they're like beaming out. So it is just a matter of getting all these die cuts done, and then it's just sticking them in place. So, and I do love a bit of tone on tone. I did think about changing the colour up and doing it cream and gold, very vanilla and gold, which would have been another option. Now you do, with the Christmas die, you've got a little dot for the eye, which I always end up losing, and so I use a rhinestone for the eye in my Christmas. Which I think gives it a nice little bit of extra bling there. So I'll just pop the rest of these out. Doesn't take too long. I do have a brush that I can use as well, but a good you could do all this die cutting whilst watching the telly, and then stick them together. It's not sort of too much to think about, really. So have I got them all? Yeah. So that's them all. So let's get these dies out of the way, stick them on my magnetic plate so I don't lose them. Get a nice little pile. It's like one of them desk amusers that you can get, boredom relievers. Well, actually I think it's just a sign of boredom to use them, to be fair. Not sure that it relieves it. Right. So, and I just wanted to show you, I've used some Miri card, of which I have abundance, and on this one I've used the Stampin' Up silver foil, and just so you can see the difference. Miri card is much shinier and the foil card's a bit subtler, which I like. So yeah, so I often use my huge supply of Miri card when I'm sort of designing, and then use my Stampin' Up foil card for the actual thing. So I've put Tombow in a little glue pot with a needle end because these are quite fine bits. So I'm not gonna have this on normal speed all the way through, but just I got these really cheap off Amazon, and for doing sort of intricate dies like this, just think it helps a bit because it's very easy to dab too much on with this. So that's why I've gone with this. So I'm going to carry on and do this, but speed it up. So that's them all glued down, and no oozing, so it's quite nice. You could always do them, I like tone on tone, but you can change up the colour. So I'm just going to stick that in the middle, and then add all the other decorative bits, and I'm doing it at a slight angle. So it's not in the middle, it's slightly over to the left a bit. And then I'm sticking one of these in each of the stars. I'm just putting glue at the point where there's quite a fairly large bit to apply the glue, and then because it's then comes away from the page a bit, I think it gives it a nice little extra bit of dimension and texture to the card. Left one of them in there. So I do really like the effect of this, and it makes it a very special card. You could just put a simple greeting on that if you want. I think that's quite stunning. And then I'm going to put my Happy Christmas across the star. But as I say, you could change it up and put it somewhere different. probably wanted to, but I'm sticking to the design I made. And you have to be careful when you're putting glue with foil cards. You don't want any of it to end up on the other side at all. So little following the line of the star there, and I will be using a little rhinestone on the eye of the Christmas. I think it's great that this die set has so many greetings. It hasn't got birthday, but it does have loads of other occasions, so I really like it. And then I'm going to get a little rhinestone for the eye of one of these little ones. And that finishes the Christmas off, gives it an extra little bit of texture and bling. And then we've just got to add these stars around the card. So we'll pop one up in that corner. So I'll pop the rest on but speed it up. So that's them all stuck on, and I just thought actually as a little extra little touch is I thought I might put a rhinestone in the middle of each of these stars. Give it a little extra bit of glitz and glamour. Like a bit of I like a bit of bling at Christmas, and I really like silver and white. And I think that just adds a nice finishing touch there to this card. So hope you like that. All the details, so that's one with and one without. So all details will be over on my blog, and there will be a link down below to it, and I'll link to the original blog hop so you can see the other Christmas cards that people on the hop have done as well. Okay, see you again soon. Bye bye.